And this one is a 2D fantasy war game, and what that means is that this is a war game that's only played with cards. There's going to be a bunch of different factions that players can play as, but like I said, each of these are going to be represented with their own deck of cards. You're going to be using different cards to represent the different units that you can put into play. To start the game, each player is going to be taking turns placing one of their units out on the table face down, and then all the units are going to be revealed. Players will then take turns moving one of their units a number of inches using a measuring stick, or performing a ranged attack if that unit is able and if there is another unit within range. What's neat about how the cards come into play with this game is that any touching cards of opposing factions will then be involved in battle. Players will have different advantages or disadvantages depending on the orientation of the cards and if it's the long or short side touching the other card in a particular way, but each of the units will have their own attack and defense values, and players will be rolling dice to resolve their attacks. And all units do only have 3 health, so anytime that a unit takes 3 damage, they will be eliminated from the game. Another cool aspect of this game is that 6 is a special value, and anytime you're rolling a die, it doesn't matter if you're defending or attacking, anytime you roll a 6, you will gain a glory point, and these can be collected and spent for special actions at any point in the game. And the game does play over 4 rounds, and whichever player has the most units remaining at that time is the winner. And if you do want to check this one out, I will have it linked down below.